The drivers, characters, and events in TOECAR are fictional. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this production. Now sit back and enjoy the race.
Welcome to the Clawhammer Raceway. We're here with the Goodies Trash Series today. Yet another great day for TOECAR racing as you see them go around this brand new course to the series. Our first proper road course. As we all know, we went to Avis last year. There's a couple little corrections to the right, but not really a full-fledged right-hand turn. It didn't really change very much except for poor Ginger Joe who had to sit out a week. But today, we're headed to an absolute certain road course here. Lots of lefts, lots of rights. There's a bunch of elevation changes you can probably see. I'm here with Mike. I'm here with Tristan. Gentlemen, what are we in for today?
I think it's going to be very interesting. These guys do not know how to turn right. Ginger just figured out in the offseason. I don't know. He might have more experience than anybody because of his training after his surgery. But you know what? I think it's going to be interesting. These walls, they're very hard. These arm codes, they're buried deep in the earth. It's going to keep them nice and contained in the racetrack. But I don't know. I'm really curious as to who's the best road racer in this field.
Well, it's not these guys. They just went off.
Yeah, personally, I have no idea what to expect. I don't even know where we're at. I know the track's name's Clawhammer or whatever. I don't know where we're at. I don't know why we're here. It's not your traditional oval, so this is all foreign to me. No, I'm kidding, actually. But no, it's gonna be a fun race. I think we're gonna see what these guys are, if these guys are up for the challenge to. Jesus, as they get really close to that pit wall. See if they're up for the challenge to if they can actually put a little right-hand turn into it, and no, it should be a fun one.
Well, we just passed the start-finish line. Now let's take a lap here with Phillips Russell. He's driving the 55 car this week. Kyle, you want to help explain some of these corners? Because this is a very interesting course.
Well, we're headed down here to turn 1. This is a very interesting course though, Mike. It's shaped kind of like a hammer, hence the name, Clawhammer. So we're in the bottom part of the hammer, if you will. Going up out of here, a couple lefts followed by a quick little correction to the right. As you see here, they're going to drive by the pallets of Clawburn Hills on the left, home of the Detroit Pistons. Not really, but you know. And they go down this long back straightaway. This is one of the longest straightaways I've ever seen at a road course. There's a couple lefts and rights, but not a severe turn. And then we get into a very, very, very spooky, dangerous corner. This left, that curb can mess up your day, guys. You hit that the wrong way, you're going to go flying through the air as they head downhill into a right-hand section. Up here, there's a couple lefts. This is now the top part of the hammer, the part you would hit like a nail with, if you will. Going to go uphill here. That's the second left. 50 off again. That's 2 laps in a row. Jeez.
Oh, they're rubbing
he didn't know he was there. Then we go downhill to the other part of the top of the hammer, the claw part. This is a big hairpin. It's downhill, as you can see, and it is a great passing zone. We're going to see people go 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide into that corner today. And that brings us to our final corner on the track, an uphill right-hander, which looks pretty calm, cool, collected, until you get to here. Like Tristan said last lap, that pit wall catches up with you quick. Hopefully everybody's able to avoid it today, but that's definitely going to be a point worth discussing.
Well, all right then. Pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. Who's in our car this week?
It's going to be Phillips Russell.
All right, I want him to win. Well, before we get today's event started, Mike, what's the entry update this week?
A little bit more pain going around this last week here at Auto Club than we did at Daytona. Daytona, pretty clean Auto Club. They kept it pretty clean, but they still tore up a lot of things. Fearless Fred Bush. Got to get that right starting now. He actually dislocated his head in that crash. It was actually a really hard hit, but he kept it going straight, and he stayed in the race, got caught up in another one, and it came off a little bit more, but it doesn't matter because he's fearless, and he's going to win every race if he can try. Then Hud Strickland, you saw him get absolutely mollywopped by Ron Roundback in that crash going into turn 3. After that, he has a case of spine seat syndrome, and that's where your spine just starts to, the atoms start to conjoin into the seat. You know, it's like clipping, but in real life. I think this is real. But it's not good. His back has just been stiff as the seat all week long, so he's going to have to get out of the car this week. He's going to start the race so he can get his points, but he's actually going to be relieved this week, and he's going to be relieved by Caden Wideawake. This guy, he's very hyper. I don't know what he does, but apparently his veins are full of maple syrup, so he's going to be getting into the car the first pit stop, because old Hud, he's already hurting and screaming in the car right now. Dale Bernhardt also got into some pretty hard wrecks throughout the night. He doesn't live up to his namesake. He's not nearly as tough as him. And after all those getting tossed around inside the car, he has acid reflux too. And that's the second level of the disease. Very bad. Just starts burning your throat all night long. So he's going to be taking a lot of Tums that he has in the cup holder there tonight. Or today, excuse me. Jackie said she got in about every crash she could possibly find last week. Just awful driving. I don't know what she was doing. But she got diagnosed with massive Chris after all that because, you know, your chest can only take so many blows in one night. And then Kobe Keith, a victim of Jackie said, has rotated brain syndrome after getting absolutely creamed going into turn 3. I've never seen a car rotate that fast all season. That was the worst one we've seen yet, so no surprise there. Everybody else in the series, pretty good so far, but this track's definitely going to put them to the test.
But nonetheless, we got a show to get to. And that will take us to our Bobby Labonte Nutcracker starting lineup. Take it away, Kyle.
Well, today, starting on pole, it's the car on the right side. Let's not forget, it's a road course after all. We got Derek Polk in the 92. On the front row with him is Severe Thunderstorm Varnen in that 27. Third place today, Let Me Get In Ya with Massive Chris, last week's winner, starting P4 today. Sport Tender's going to be in 5th. And 6th place, the woman who's flipped multiple times already this season, Jackie said. 7th, we got Shave Burns in the Corvette. Corvettes, notoriously known for road course racing. Could they be victorious today? And alongside him, the point leader, Giuseppe Gabaguli. This 29 has been on rails this season. A great starting spot today as well. Maybe they can put it all together. P9, the most popular man in the series, arguably, at least next to David Gutterball. Scubs in that O2 body armor machine. And rounding out our top 10 is Andrew.
Starting in 11th, we got Kobe Keith in the 90 car, fresh with his sore brain from last week. And then starting 12th is the 12th car, Victory Lane. In the next row, we got LW Wrong, still mad at Jock Lamore for wrecking everybody, including him last week. And then Filet Mignon starting next to him. In the next row, we got Cease and Desist in the 51 car, with the Plot 55 driven by Phillips Russell in the 55 this week. I said 55 a lot. And we have David Krappenschitz in the 6, and Dale Bernhardt, full of acid, in the 3 car next to him. And we have Reese Ware in the 86. And our favorite ball, David Gutterball, got a top 10 last week, hoping to make it a top 5 or a win this week.
Row 11 is going to consist of the 34 of Steel Park, and then Dadgum to his outside. The Colonel in the 59 car. He will start 23rd today, and Ali Alakainen will start 24th. That's the round back right there. He's the 77 car, and he's starting 25th. And then Preston DeWall to the outside. 27th is going to be CJ Simpson in that 37 car. And then Clink Bottles, who had... He almost won the race last week. Let's see if he can try to win it again this week. Or maybe possibly try. I don't know. You know what I meant. Anyways, next row. Todd the Stained Trousers in the 19 car, and then rounding out the top 30 will be Harvey Quinn in the 00.
31st today is going to be Lawful Allen in that 65 car, and alongside him is Electric Bill Landlines in that 42. The next row, former Cup Series driver Dega Dub, and alongside him is Weed Trimma in the 33 Mystery Machine. Next up, the 01 of Joplin Moore from Jamie McMurray, and alongside him, Wyatt Wilkinson, the deer himself. It is about to be hunting season. He's got to hope to get in victory lane before that starts, guys. Behind them, at least one person we thought would run well today, Sir Bluis Hamstring in the 44 Mercedes, and alongside him, the newly renamed Fearless Fred Bush in the 28 car. Behind that, Hud Strickland will be starting that, Cam Arrow actually before that in the 30 car, and then we have Hud Strickland who will be getting out of that car at the first possible time this race. Going to be interesting to see if that car can find its way to the front after the driver swap. Behind that, we have our final row in the field. Walter Pressure, we're still confused about what happened to him last week at Auto Club. We think he might have just blew a tire, or it could be like Anthony said and he just felt the earthquake coming. We don't know, but we know he's going to have to avoid more wrecks probably to get to the front today. And alongside him, his McDonald's brethren, Asiago had a great run last week. His 2 brothers had a photo finish for the win in the Cup race. What can he do today in that 54? But before we get things underway, let's give the call to Jason Payson with the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
That's still not Jason.
I don't know what's going on. People keep stealing this car. It kept getting crashed last week. It's a different pace car this week, as you saw. The last one, too bad of damage. They totaled it out when I took it back to Nationwide. Disappointing.
We're going to have to get to the bottom of it.
Certainly there's some kind of insurance fraud happening. It's not us. It really isn't us this time. Jason's up to no good. So are his cohorts. Whoever keeps driving this car.
They're already banging into one another under pacing. That's excellent signs.
Yeah, you see there, it's a really, really tough corner to navigate, even at 40, 50 miles an hour, whatever they're traveling right now, as is this. But here we head to the unmarked restart zone.
Here we go, boys.
Another day, another bogey. We're green. That looked strange.
Boogity.
They all had the Harlem Shake coming to the line. The caution's already out.
What is...
What's go?
Oh,
For
no.
what?
Asiago.
He might have just got turned. That car doesn't look damaged. Wow, as they dig up a lot of the grass in the front stretch.
I thought you called him Ozzy Osbourne. And here they're about to go 3 wide down into the corner. That ain't gonna work. No one ducked out of line. That's impressive. Oh, we got a couple off.
Oh,
There.
Shave Burns gonna get turned. He's gonna be right in the way. Looks like they'll all avoid him. As we head down this long back straightaway for the very first time today, you got a lot of time to think about your move.
Man.
Upside down. Crapping shits.
David Crappenshit's tumbling down the backstretch. He's gonna turn around. He's still going. And
That's
we're racing
impressive.
still. We still got half a lap to go before we get back to the line. This is a very short race, only 14 laps. You gotta make trouble.
Wow.
Oh.
The leaders, Derek Polk and Severe Thunder Stormvarden, both go off. Oh my goodness. The rest of the field storms down towards that corner as well. Those two guys are gonna try to get it caught up. My goodness.
Jackie, come on now.
Jackie.
Oh, LW.
Oh, and there goes LW.
Oh, man, he's going to be mad at Scubs, too.
Oh.
LW
Alright,
had
gutter ball
tons of
slide.
trouble with that wreck or that corner in practice, as we saw. Had more trouble in the
Oh,
race.
come on.
and
More
Shave Burns-
trouble.
and
Shave
Dad
Burns for
drove.
the second time this lap.
I think I saw someone else off to the right side going very slow. There might have been another car involved. As we head down to this hairpin for the first time. Is that Scubs in the lead?
Surely not. No, we got a bunch more in front of them. Now, let me
Okay.
get in you. I think is still up here and leading the race. Yeah, he's got a hell of a lead over, wow, look who's in second again.
Giuseppe Gabagool. He found his way to the front. The rest of the field racing back to the line right now.
And
That-
no, go ahead, Kyle.
I was gonna say, arguably the most chaotic first lap we've ever seen in TOECAR. My goodness.
Absolutely. That's about what I was gonna say.
I mean,
As
it
any
was-
indication of what's going on today. Well, that's that. But in case you guys weren't aware, we have a caution.
All right, this is coming to the green flag. The race hasn't even really begun for all these guys yet. And look at that McDonald's car, the first one.
Oh!
Gets
Oh,
squeezed
man.
into the pit wall. The left front of that thing has to be destroyed. We saw him race back relatively close to the pack. So his day might not be done, but that's about as bad as it can start, guys.
I would call that a Hans check, but he doesn't have one. That's just a head check.
Pretty uncalled for by Cam Arrow, if you ask me.
Brought on board Walter Pressure, back here in last. Oh, Cam Arrow just threw him into the wall.
Uncalled for.
Man,
Unnecessary.
Were they mad at each other from last week or something? The race wasn't even green, and Cam Arrow absolutely took him out.
now
My
you
goodness.
gotta remember, guys, this is a big racetrack, and these guys, they only have 0 to 1 spotter as required by the rule book, you know, technicalities and all. So he might just not have had any coverage there, you know, just like 5G.
All right, let's take a look at what happened the first time to this 8 car. Mike, you said it live. You were surprised people didn't go 3 wide here. This is why they didn't. Because there's really no way to avoid this outcome. This area of the track, very, very narrow. Scub's going to turn the 8 car. Somehow, this did not result in a big wreck, at least immediately. But halfway down this straightaway, they really, really wadded a bunch up. I think if we look right behind this, the 6 and the 74, they're going to get hooked with the 51. Actually, the 74 wasn't even involved. Cease and desist just turned David Crappenshit's down to the inside wall. And that 6 car goes absolutely tumbling down the straightaway.
And we're gonna ride on board crapping shits now. As it's just a battle of real estate here. Oh man.
Man,
Yeah,
Cease got squished.
I don't know if someone came up, or if someone came down. Regardless, just like I said, battle of real estate. No give, I'll take.
Right in front of both Piston fans, too. You hate to see it.
So we're going into, well, whatever turn this is. Severe Thunderstorm Varden took the lead, it looks like. And, oh, man, I don't know. Looks like Derek Polk got contact with Massive Chris, last week's winner, maybe? I think that car actually got airborne for a brief moment before getting into Derek Polk. So that was just a weird incident here. And Severton having a hard time. They're both having a hard time trying to find their way back on track here.
Not safe for barriers. Riding on board with the big man, Massive Chris. Going into this little, I guess this would be a corkscrew of sorts. Man, just jumps the curb there, and you see them go flying off into the sand trap. But he's going to come out with Trying to fight for the lead with Lemmy getting you, but Lemmy got it back to the finish line first. Man, just cutting the course. No one cares. Oh, you see Jackie back there.
Track limits apparently don't exist here, Mike.
Oh! Didn't see that!
Oh, man.
Oh, that's... Well...
Spore Tender and Massive Chris. Oh my god, yeah. And there was, you saw
Oh,
the 8
Scubs,
car.
Scubs, Scubs! Alright, cool.
That explains why we thought Scubs was in the lead. He was all by himself because all these guys were way ahead after avoiding that wreck. We see here from the groundhog cam, man, they all come flying in. Jackie said got some air too. And you know what that means, fellas? 6 more weeks of caution as the field storms down here towards the hairpin. I feel like we should call this a chicane because this is a very dangerous set of turns. Wow, cease and desist got some air too. My goodness.
It's got corkscrew-like qualities. You go flying over it. If you don't hit the brakes just in the right spot, you're going to be catching air. And, you know, God help whoever you land on.
Also, while all of this is going on, LW Run gets turned by Scubs up into the wall. The BattleBots ECW machine, I think, was about to get hit a couple times, but then up further ahead, even further, Shave Burns and Dad Gum get into it. That 74 has had the most cursed start to a season I think I've ever seen. He's been in several wrecks already. Not just today, but this season. Doesn't look like he got too much damage from that one, though.
Oh my god.
Oh, Giuseppe's having a problem and it's stocking everybody up. We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Breaking news. This is happening live before we even get to the restart. Giuseppe Gabaguli was supposed to start in second. His car shut off briefly, and that's going to cost the rest of the field. These guys are so far behind the leaders. Oh, and they're hitting each other.
He's trying to get down to protect his position.
As this is happening, I think the green is about to come out way up ahead. There it is.
Green is out.
There they go.
And here come the leaders.
There might be several penalties from this. I don't know what's wrong with the 29 car, but that's going to cost the field. They're all the way back here, guys, and the green is out.
They're going now.
That they are.
I think I heard trouble. No, they're good.
Looks like we all made it. Although this part of the field significantly further back from the leaders. Are they going to all make it past the pit wall this time? There's the 30. He made it at least. Oh no, Walter.
Oh, Walter. Okay, he's good.
We're good. The 6 car is still out there too. That's kind of shocking. But these guys are so far behind the leaders. Look at them. They're down the backstretch. They've already made it this far. Lemmy with a pretty commanding lead right now over Andrew. Scubs in 3rd. 4th place, we got Steel Park. That's a team that really needs a good run, guys. They might have just got the luckiest thing that could ever happen to them.
Here they go through the corkscrew.
Massive air.
It's not too bad until you get side by side. That group in the back, that could be where the trouble zone's at over there, Mike.
Yeah, here comes the snake.
This is almost like a split screen situation. There's a whole group of leaders, maybe like 7 or 8 of them, way out ahead. But here come the rest of the pack storming through over the Gopher cam, Groundhog cam, pardon me.
Oh, LW. Oh, Massive Chris.
W.
That ain't gonna work.
Master Chris is gonna turn somebody doing that.
Yeah, he just did it a little bit later.
It just did.
Cease and desist gets turned. It looks like he'll keep going. I don't think that'll draw a caution.
Oh, LW,
but
come on,
that
buddy.
might.
Oh,
That might.
W.
Oh, maybe not. 3 wide off whatever corner this might be.
Oh, there go.
Oh, not again. This is the same place as last lap.
Come on, man, get it gathered up. Oh, he's vulnerable.
Oh, man.
He's okay. He'll keep going.
Oh,
there it
is.
Massive
That's
Chris.
bad.
Master Chris got clobbered by Sir Bluis, it looked like. He's going to keep going.
Oh, yeah, that thing is tore the hell up.
Someone was destroyed.
And they're all... There's something going on ahead of these guys, too. They're all slowing down for something. I don't know if somebody got turned. The caution is out.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's... I mean, I'm not mad at that. That could have been way worse. Fearless Fred, with no regard for human life, almost turned Weed Trimmer into the pit wall. As the field catches up, Dale Bernhardt's all torn up. I don't know if we saw what happened to him. And we got a lot to look at again, guys.
Good Lord.
You see here, Massive Chris with massive air goes flying. That's actually what got him into the 51 in the first place. These guys all get really close. See Sport Tender going wide behind them.
Oh,
Just
man.
not enough room. And that 51 is going to go all the way around. Doesn't look like anybody hits him, thankfully. But still not what you want to have happen this early. And things just get worse for Massive Chris from here. There's going to be trouble with Dad Gum up ahead. Looks like LW Wrong got turned around. But going downhill here, he's going to get caught in this mess with, I think, Weed Trimmer. And they're going to have an awful wreck. Oh, they're all checking up. There was a wreck ahead of these guys with Fragile Fred and Dale Bernhardt. That's what caught these guys up. And the 44 and 97 got all torn up.
Let's take a look what started all that trouble up there that got Massive Chris involved in that big crash. Looks like Bernhardt just drives across the nose of Jackie Said. Hard into that Armco, and she gets into him again. Gonna finish holding around there. Oh, hard hit by Ollie. And he's still in the racing groove. Preston DeWall. Oh, look at that. Just slam. Oh, hang on, guys. There's a bee in the booth.
Well, while Mike is fighting for his life, that took out the 28 car. His race is over just from that little impact. You hate to see that for Fearless Fred. Coming off a great Daytona run and a real bad Auto Club run. Looks like it's going to lean towards a down season so far.
The bee is dead.
We're gonna move on back just a little bit from that huge wreck involving the 3 car. Take a look at what LW did here. He just he got into the 79 here, and then just stacked everyone up. And watch the 74 here. Oh,
he just got
just got body slammed.
Wyatt Wilkinson just absolutely wiped out Dadgum. I have no idea why he would have done that, but poor Dadgum can't be happy to see that happen.
Right on board with Sir Blue's hamstring through this. Just constant chaos in front of him. The 74 is getting slammed into the wall. Someone's slow up there. That's Bernhardt. You see 97. That's Massive Chris slamming into him. And they come on down into the old hairpin here, but looks like that 44 is going to need a radiator.
And then the narrowly avoided disaster here. Fearless Fred is trying to get to the pits, but the way this track is shaped, oh man, it's a really weird pit entry. Wade Trim almost got impaled. Thankfully for him, just gets turned around a little bit. He'll be able to keep on going. All right, guys, we also should probably mention the 79 briefly in that Dadgum incident. This 79 car no longer piloted by Hud Strickland. He got off on the first caution. Instead, it's going to be Caden Wideawake in that car. Able to not get severely destroyed, avoiding all those wrecks that first lap. Going to have another try at it here. Somehow, we're already halfway. The laps go very quick here. Not a very long race as far as laps are concerned. Going to be a lot of short runs if I had to guess. He's going to have half the race to climb back to the field right now. Can he do it?
Probably not.
Man, under caution even. They get so close. Reese Ware just got sideways back there. He narrowly avoided those big wrecks. Knock on wood. But so far, nobody seems to have had a catastrophic mechanical failure on this pace lap, so we should actually have a normal restart. But that could be absolutely terrible news for turns 1 and 2, because that seems to be the choke point.
Well,
Jason, go ahead.
nah, just gonna say, how soon do you think we're gonna get another caution? First turn?
Almost. Hell, if it's like the initial green, we might not even get to the start-finish line, Tristan.
Well, that's too bad. What is going on? Whatever. We're about to go green. What is going on?
They're using up all the track they can use.
Very lax restart rules here. You can kind of go wherever you want off that last corner. 79, or pardon me, the 99, using every bit of racetrack to his disposal. And you got a great launch.
Just confuses me because Let Me Get In You technically was the leader there on the restart, so I don't know if a penalty is going to come Andrew's way here.
We'll have to see as they pile down in turn 1. Track limits are completely optional, as you can see. They are going real wide over there. Oh, Colonel. Looks like he'll be okay. A little bit of contact, but they're going to keep on going. David Gutterball's right in the mix, as always. Todd the Stain got beat up a little bit there. Looks like everybody's going to keep it pointed the right direction.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Walter.
No, they're not.
Man, he's just getting battered around back there. Oh, Fearless.
Oh, he's in the wall again. As they head to the Gopher Cam, that's going to be chaos down there.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh.
The pass in the air.
My goodness, he just flew over the 90. Kobe's going to get back by him, I think, here as they're racing back to the line.
They're just chucking him off the track with Scubs back there.
Oh, now Andrew goes wide, and here comes the 90 again. My goodness.
It's almost like they're not even trying to stay on the racetrack.
Let me looking back for second underneath that 99 car. Gonna dive it into the hairpin here. He's gonna have position. Can he clear him? Oh, not quite. Almost did. And Andrew's gonna put up a fight in that last corner. This could be bad news, guys. We saw that pit wall come into play once before. Will it again? Oh, not quite. At least not in that battle.
Come on, David, come over.
Thank goodness.
Here
Are we
comes
all gonna
Walter.
make it? So far, so good, but I don't like the way the back of this pack looks.
Oh,
no,
that would
not
be
that
dadgum.
He's okay. Thank goodness. All right, I think we're gonna be okay, guys.
Thankfully, we don't have too much to look at this time around.
Kobe Keith gets us to the line first. Andrew in second. Lemmy in third.
Man.
Caution.
We're going to take a look at some replays here. We're going to start off with Walter Pressure. What happened to him? He just...
All goes back to that real estate thing I was talking about earlier, guys. I'll give, no take. Oh, wait. Other way around. Anyways, Walter Pressure had a rough one there. You hate to see it.
And then a few corners down, here comes Walter Pressure trying to get around the 28 and 84. Runs a little bit wide and just comes back over and slams Ollie in the door. Just can't get it back to the caution, man.
We have had more wrecks in one-lap periods today than ever before in TOECAR, and the bar was set pretty high. So I'm kind of shocked. We had a clean season so far, but this is turning into an absolute demolition derby here at Clawhammer. As we come to yet another restart, you have to think, these guys are almost in green-white checker mode. You got to make the most of every single lap, because realistically, half the laps remaining might be under caution. As we come to another weird-looking restart, Andrew way out ahead of the 90, who's the leader. A little bit more of an even start this time, though. I think he might have learned his lesson after getting away from a potential penalty the last time.
Yeah, Kobe's got a good run here going into the little set of S's that apparently aren't officially turns 1 and 2. I like that. I like when we don't count curves as turns.
I guess we don't count track limits either, because they go wide through there every single lap. Lemmy's going to go a little wide here. Going to run off the hill.
David.
Oh, and David.
Oh,
He's fighting back.
He got him. I think I saw the
stay
55
green.
have some trouble behind that, but not enough to cause a caution at the very least. Did the rest of the pack make it through unscathed? It looks like so far. No.
Nope.
We had some.
Why
oh,
would
Steel
they?
Park.
Oh, that team needed a good run too. It looks like Weed Trim is up there destroyed too.
It's Spore Tender.
Oh, it is. It's
Hate
Sport
it for the
10
mushroom farmer.
My gosh. Phil storms down to the Gopher Cam.
Oh, Walter's
Walter.
destroyed.
Something terrible happened to Walter before this.
Are fighting for the lead here, coming back to the caution. Oh man.
Oh, and Kobe goes wide again. So does Lemmy behind. Andrew going to clear them by a good bunch. Man. And this has been the trouble area, guys. It seems like every lap we have a really big wreck in this section. So far, so good. But it wouldn't shock me if somebody's piling it up in the back. Lemmy down to the inside. Oh, Scubs 3 wide.
I hear contact, I think. Well, you hear contact everywhere.
Caden
We'll have
Wideawake.
to, I was gonna say, we'll have to look into that a little bit later. Caden Wideawake made a big move, as Mike was saying. As the rest of the field's racing back to the line here. Oh, so far everybody made it. All it takes is one mistake, though, and you could have a catastrophic wreck in this section. It looks like we should be okay. I think everybody here's almost by themselves. Waffle Allen comes in. He must have some damage. 84 going real slow. Here comes the 6 into the pit road here. Man. Fearless Fred. Somehow that thing is still running. He's been in like 2 really bad wrecks.
Well, we got another caution, guys. Okay, so it turns out that I think Walter Pressure was the reason for the caution here. Right on the initial start. We saw him on pit road. It's like contact here. Oh, what is going on? Oh my god!
What is happening?
Abducted by aliens or something.
Oh,
What is he doing?
You
Oh.
huh?
Oh my god.
it's a
Where is
tornado!
he going?
Someone get Weed Trimmer!
Oh my
Wow.
god. That all right, you know, usually we wait for the confirmation. I'm going to call it. He's dead. There's no way you survive that. There's just
Oh
no
my.
way.
The curse of Pierre.
I don't know what happened there. His car just went up, reached for the heavens, and that's where he went.
He didn't listen
My
to the
God.
voices last week.
I'm shocked.
He should not have started the car today. Wow, absolutely tragic scenes here at Clawhammer. I don't know what to make of that. I've never seen that before in my life.
I can't believe it.
Guys, we might need to get Dad come out of the car and dust off that crucifix.
Yeah, we're gonna need an exorcism or something at this racetrack. I don't know what happened. The curse of Pierre might have just got him, guys. We talked about it last week. Look at that fucking thing. I have never, ever seen anything like that in my life. Is he even in the car still? Did he fly away during the wreck?
I thought I saw
this is sad, but holy
moisture
shit.
come out of the windows on that first rotation. I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna be sick.
Take another look here. My God, I don't know what to say. I know it's our job to talk, but just look at this fucking thing. What happened? The 92 is going to spin, probably kill several pit members,
Jesus.
and the 75 just gets taken the space. What is it doing? I think it's spinning faster than our eyes and cameras can actually track what's happening to the 75 car. Flipping hundreds, if not thousands of times through the air. Look at all the hammers up there. Oh, and he lands hard on the back of the car.
Destroys the trees.
Into the forest, and it just keeps tumbling forever. We're hearing from TOECAR insider Rob Pockets. The tracker in this car says it flipped over 472 times during one crash. I don't know what to make of that. My God.
Ah!
Let's ride on board with Walter's final moments.
Oh. One frame was the difference between him being on Earth and him being in the International Space Station. Pardon me. I'm in shock. I cannot process my emotions right now. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. We might even need the live leak watermark for this one, Mike.
Well, guys, one individual once said, "We did it, guys. We went to the moon."
And as bad as what happened to Walter was, I do want to pivot a little bit here. Poor Derek Polk gonna get turned. Oh, missed the pill by an inch. He's gonna hit
Oh no.
5 or 6 pit boxes. There must be 20 people on every crew. Look at Walter up ahead. Oh my God.
I just want to get on my hands and knees and pray.
Well, either via aliens or divine intervention, or perhaps the curse of Pierre, that 75 defied every single law of physics known to man.
The light's green, go. There you go.
That guy, there's a car headed to the space station above him. He's just standing there. What a brave soul.
Here, in other news, this is what another thing under that caution. Sports Tender and Massive Chris getting together once again. Asiago and Steel Park getting into it, just clogging the track. I still can't get my thoughts straight, guys. But you know what? We have a race to finish, so we're going to do it in honor of Walter and Pierre.
Oh, at least you have thoughts. Walter doesn't anymore. As we ride, here's another replay of something else that happened. Oh, Jackie just wrecked Lawful Allen. That's like the third time. Jesus!
We swear,
And
dig a
Lawful
dub.
Allen goes for a ride.
Oh my God.
He's just getting clobbered everywhere.
Wyatt Wilkinson, Electric Bill. Oh my God, the 54 missed both people by like inches.
Wow.
Good God. These guys can't get it together today. Well, guys, despite the fact there's 2 to go, we have to make our picks. It feels like we haven't really started, but who's winning this race, Mike?
I don't want to jinx him after what we just saw there coming to the start-finish line, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know what? I think David Gutterball, he got a top 10 last week. He's inside the top 10 this week. That's my pick.
Personally for me, I don't think anyone's winning this race. Nobody deserves it, but whatever. Asiago, I guess. I don't know where he even is. I think he's winning though.
Arguably in last. Well, for my pick today, I'm going to go with that 99. Andrew, dominating the race so far, essentially led the whole thing. And we're coming to 2 to go this time by. But Kobe's been a fierce competitor alongside him.
Oh!
What happened?
Well, so much for your pick.
There you
I got
go.
bad news for you, buddy.
I think we're still going green. We are. 2 laps to go. I don't know if that's going to cause a penalty or what, but the 99 got hooked there, or hooked himself. We really couldn't see. But nonetheless, 2 laps remain here at Clawhammer. Who's going to win our first and probably only race at this racetrack? Kobe down at the turn 1 with a lot of speed, but here comes Lemmy.
Let me use it all the racetrack and race yard.
Let me get past you. Scubs goes
Scubs
wide.
off. He's fine.
Oh, no!
Gutterball's not.
And
I hate
gets
Scubs.
turned 2. They're going to get it going, but we've seen trouble in this area a lot today. See here, group 3 out. Oh, Electric Bill got turned. Oh, and Digadub. Digadub gets turned. Giuseppe Gabaguli in another wreck. Jop Lamore's in this one. That's probably going to bring the caution now as we race back to the line here. The field goes down into the chicane.
They'll get there eventually.
Here they come. Oh, man. Jackie, another jump over there. This has been a little more common than usual. Reese Ware. Oh, trouble. Bernhardt up in the air. Oh, Victor E. Lane in that. Wyatt Wilkinson got a piece of that. You hate to see it, guys.
These guys suck.
As we wrap around the top part of the hammer once again.
LW once again.
He hates that turn. He's been wrecked every lap in that corner, even in practice. Oh, not again.
Oh.
Derek Hogan, another one.
Guys.
Good God. All right, we're good. Everybody made it, I think. Oh, no. Realist Fred.
Yo!
Hard in the wall in the hairpin. No catch fence there. Thank goodness that thing stayed on Earth. And we're back under caution again.
No!
I think Gutterball got him back.
I think so too. I think that's what went on because David Gutterball, you could see the lasers in his eyes. He was not happy with Scubs after that restart.
Well, before we start attempt number 2, guys, let's see what happened here.
Take a look coming down into the corkscrew here. Wyatt and Victor, they're just even coming in. Wyatt and, oh my God, Wyatt and Bernhardt both jump the curb, almost goes in Todd's window. Then the 9 and the 12 go off into the sand there. Ooh, and then slam into that non-safer barrier. Man, this is not a good racetrack, guys. Then you see old Fred here. He's just trying to brace it back to the caution, and Derek Polk just turns right inexplicably to throw them both off into the sand trap. You see, Fred's going to be getting the worst of that. Derek kept it on track. And then, into the hammer signs. One of those people are asking for his autograph. I would.
As we take a look at what happened coming to the line here, Scubs was the one that went around. Oh, it's the 27 SDS one hit the pit wall, and then Scubs got collected into it. Camaro involved a little bit. Here's Gutterball.
Gutterball made sure he wasn't getting to the line, though. He hit him against... Steel Park also hit him for some reason. Phil finally figures it out. But look at Dega Dub back there. Dega Dub's going to get almost hooked by the 92 who had the pit. Thankfully, he's able to get it back. Oh, back on the track by like maybe an inch.
Reese is mad at Sir blew his hamstring.
Who's not mad at somebody after how this has gone, guys?
Oh, they're all angry. They're all angry. They're going through that stage of grief after Walter.
Aliens actually abducted him. They ripped him out of the car so fast we couldn't even see it. So we don't know if he's alive or dead.
Oh!
Alright.
The state-owned car got turned under the commercial. We're headed to the restart, and he's getting hooked still.
Caden Wadowig not letting up.
I don't know if he can let up. Oh, and Bernhardt's getting turned back there now.
Oh, this is a complete disaster. They're going to get caught up a little, but probably not all the way.
Oh, they're still sandwiched back there.
Oh, Gutterball's in the middle 3 wide. Guys, we're coming to the green. Oh, trouble. No, that's my car. Run around back in the wall. What is happening today?
Guys, I don't like this racetrack. We need to never come back here. Something's... Oh, no!
And Bernhardt is still stuck up there.
But by the way, caution stayed out. Look, oh, they're out of fuel.
What in the world is going on?
Lemmy's out of fuel. Kobe's out of fuel. Clink Bottle's out of fuel. Is that filet mignon behind it? These guys are all running out of fuel.
Now I wonder if they can get back out in pit or get out of pit road in time before these guys. Oh no, they're all pitting.
I think they all strategized to get to the end of lap 14, but with how this has gone, they all are out of fuel. Everybody coming in to top off except for like 5 or 6 cars. I just saw the 54 stay out, Tristan. That's your pick. He's gonna restart in like 7th.
That's insane if he actually wins this race. I just went eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
For being in last and in several wrecks all day, he might actually have a chance, guys. As after the calamity we just saw, we have another pace lap ahead of us, so we'll take one final break and come back to the restart. Well, guys, coming down to our last green white checker here. We limited it to 2 laps based on how the rest of this race has gone, or 2 attempts, pardon me. This field doubled up very strange. The 11 all by himself up there. 55 in second. He was the one who just got turned. I don't know what just happened, but we're green.
It's one of those races, guys.
Preston DeWald's going to lead us down.
Or now they're green. What?
Oh, they're going.
Okay.
We'll have to investigate what's going on here. Our final attempt at a green-white checker finish. We're probably only making it one lap, realistically, before at least the caution comes out. So let's see how this all transpires. The 11 has a humongous lead. The 55 in second. He just got turned under caution. He might end up winning this thing if he can get up there.
Clink.
Clink gets turned.
Clink is in the... Oh, and Jackie again.
Jackie said in trouble. Oh, the rest of the field racing around. Can this 55 run down the 11? Will the 11's lead even be allowed to count? There are many questions we have in the booth. We're going to figure it out as we go. He made a lot of time up on this 11. Look at this.
Here he goes.
Oh, look at this!
The 11's out of
Oh!
fuel. The 11 car is out of gas, I think. Either that or it stumbled for a minute. He just lost a ton of time.
And all of a sudden, we're in the lead again!
But here comes the Colonel.
Colonel looking to the high side. He might try to cross him over here.
Oh, he's running wide.
No, this is wise. We saw the guys that take the inside always miss this. And the 55
Phillips.
misses it.
Colonel!
Colonel to his inside.
There he goes.
Oh, he doored him out of the way. Can the 55 make a move into the last corner? Oh, they hit.
No!
Here comes
no,
Kobe
no.
Keith.
And oh, here comes Kobe Keith to the inside. He's gonna get there. Side by side up the hill. Oh, and the 59's out of gas. Or at least it's stumbling. The 90 cleared him by a bunch. Can he get to the line? And can they pace around the second lap?
Oh,
Kobe Keith is gonna get there first. Does he have enough fuel for the extra pace lap? Hell, is the caution even out?
the caution.
Yeah, it
Caution is out.
Okay, right now Kobe Keith is in first. Lemmy get in at second. Filet Mignon in third. We saw Filet Mignon and Lemmy pit. These guys are both probably gonna have enough fuel. Will this 90 car have enough fuel? He made a daring move to the inside in that hairpin corner. Somehow got to the lead, but guys, that thing's looking awfully slow. I know he's waiting for the pace car, but it seems like it's a bit offline. I hope he has enough to make it back, because that was one of the best moves we've ever seen for a win. Here comes Jason behind.
Oh,
Oh, somebody's hitting each other back here too again. Shocker. Looks like they figured it out. But the story now is all on the fuel tank of this 90. They're only going pace speed, so the odds are better than usual. But can he get back to the line? We've seen countless cars run out. The 11 ran out of fuel. The 59 ran out of fuel. So far, the 90 hasn't. But there's a lot of racetrack ahead of him before he gets back to finish this race, guys.
it's just got to be so stressful, especially after watching Riki last year. We had, what, 3 or 4 cars looked like they had the race won, had it in the bag, and they had to pull down on the pits coming to the checker because they weren't going to make it to the line. I mean, they probably would have made it if they didn't use the brakes, but I'm not going to judge them. Not a lot of uphill sections can't coast like you would be able to do there, so he's just hoping and praying. Oh, and the 55's out.
Oh my goodness, that's not good if you're the 90 car.
Oh.
He and the 90 are on the same strategy. 55, I don't think he'll make it back. Jackie said back there too, she's also not going to make it back, going like 3 miles an hour back in the 07.
How disappointing for Phillips Russell, man. He's going to be in the 55 car. He's going to be in it today, and he's going to be in it later on in the season in the Cup Series, but really hoping for a good showing here today for him, but it looks like he's not going to get it.
Man, a lot of cars wrecked in that last lap too. We're going to have to go back and see what happened. But the nerves are high for Kobe Keith. One of these first 2 cars, presumably, will win this race. Right now, Kobe can't be passed as long as he's got enough fuel in the tank. Can that thing hold on? Oh, they cannot make that corner. They've tried their hardest, whether it be caution or green. And you got to think, this is a very big downhill section. If I'm the driver of that 90 car, it's in neutral. I'm rolling down the hill right now. But you got to remember to fire it up before you get back to the uphill section.
Kyle, if I were him, I'd have that thing in reverse coasting to run the odometer back.
The last real downhill section, I think, is it HUD? Oh, that's part of me. I think Caden Wideawake might also be running low. Right now it's running though. But here's the big uphill section. Who will make it?
They're sputtering.
Social distancing, seeing if they can make it on fuel.
He's going to do it.
He's gonna
Kobe
do it.
Keith from getting relegated from Cup, just like Massive Chris last week, to a victory lane here at Clawhammer. Oh, Scubs. Scubs is out of gas back there. Buddy, you can get to the line. David Gutterball too.
I think if his pit box is before or after the start finish line, I think he'll be okay.
That's going to be what it comes down to. It looks like it
come on,
will
David.
be.
Oh, he's
Scubs is
passed.
passed. David's passed. I think everybody up here it should be. Fred is out of fuel. We just saw him get taken back to the pits. As the field slowly crosses the finish line, let's see what our top 10 looks like. Oh my god, those guys are not everywhere. Kobe Keith's our winner. Lemmy Gadinia is in second. Filet Mignon third. Caden Wideawake is going to get fourth for Hud Strickland. Fifth, Dadgum. What a turnaround. Dadgum was in like 17 wrecks today. He's going to get a top 5 out of it. Steel Park, another person that can fit that criteria, gets second. We saw Clink get turned on this green white checker attempt, and even then, he's going to get 7th place.
Your
8th
car.
is my car, Ron Roundback. After we saw him get turned, I didn't think it was possible. 9th place is Scubs. Didn't have enough to keep pacing, but he did get 9th. And rounding out our top 10 is the 30, the Camaro of Cam Arrow. And we see here the 55 not going to be able to make it back to the line. Heartbreak for that team. They're swerving, trying to get every... Oh, no! Oh, my God.
Weed, I know you
trim-
saw what looked like a tornado earlier, but it's already gone. You missed it.
Oh, my gosh. And we're hearing a lot of our cameras went down on this green-white checker attempt, so it's hard to really get footage of a lot of these cars running out of fuel. But there's guys running out of fuel absolutely everywhere. We saw the 55. A couple more ran out. Here you see Massive Chris, not Baron DeJono, pardon me, Giuseppe Gappaguli driving that car, was in the pits. Looks like he ran out on the last lap. Good God. Buddy, you're not going to make it back. Give it up. Well, after what can only be described as the weirdest race we've ever had, Kobe Keith is going to come away a winner. Walter Pressure is in space or dead. We don't know. One of the two. Maybe both. Let me get into P2. Phil Layham and Jan, P3. Great run for that team. Pudge Strickland's going to officially take 4th place thanks to Caden wide awake in that car. Dadgum, a well-earned top 5. Steel Park, 6th. Clink Bottle, 7th. Ron Roundback, 8th. Scubs got 9th. And Cam Arrow rounds out our top 10 as we show you the rest of the finishing order after what was the weirdest green white checker we have ever seen in our entire lives, probably. At least so far.
Guys, I don't know what to say. I think this track is haunted. I think Pierre, I felt his pressure this entire weekend here. I don't like it. I'm all ready to get on the plane. You guys ready?
I'm about
Yeah,
ready to get out of here.
Let's get out of Dodge. Get the fuck out. I hate it here. Hope we never come back.
Well, from the void here at Clawhammer to wherever you might be listening to this tonight, thank you. Rest in peace, Walter. Good night.
I actually did see a mist come out of the windows of the 75 car, so he's gone.
Oh yeah, the curse of Pierre got him for sure.
No!